Central Ohio is bracing for a boom thanks to Intel. The tech company is building, it says, its biggest manufacturing operation yet in Licking County, promising thousands of well-paying jobs. But how will all those high earners impact an already stressed housing market? NBC4 Investigates Jamie Ostroff looks tonight into that in our series, The Intel Impact.
Central Ohio, like many communities across the United States right now, has a shortage of affordable housing. But unlike other communities, Central Ohio is getting a major tech employer offering an average salary of $135,000. But there is one community we can look at to see how Intel can impact a local housing market. We took a trip to Chandler, Arizona, where locals witnessed the effects firsthand. Just over 40 years ago, Intel set up shop in a farm town of about 30,000 people. Now, Chandler, Arizona is home to more than 250,000.
We can't keep up with the influx of people coming in.
Teresa Bagdahl moved to Chandler from California in 2001, lured by a growing local economy and lower cost of living. Along with the change in population, Bagdahl's also noticed a change in property values.
They've gone soaring.
While that might be welcome news for homeowners like Bagdahl,
it's a little disheartening.
Chris Russell rents a room in a shared house. He can't afford to live in Chandler by himself.
$1,700 for a one-bedroom apartment, and it's not even that nice. What happened? Am I in a time warp or something? Because that's like unrealistic, not with what I make as a pizza cook right now.
Another Chandlerite, Matthew Cartier, works for the real estate tech company Zillow.
I work in their division of theirs in which we were purchasing and then reselling houses from people for cash.
He's watched as his community has become what he describes as one of the most affluent in Arizona.
This Intel plant moved down here, and then we had all these other companies move down here, and now Chandler's like one of the most affluent parts of the valley, and home prices have just skyrocketed. You can't buy anything for under $450,000, $500,000 anymore.
While Chandler's mayor describes the Intel impact as overwhelmingly positive for his city.
The one thing that I can definitely say that for housing that's been a little bit of a stretch is because of supply chain issues now and the further advances with Intel is that we have a housing shortage here.
Although housing shortages are a nationwide problem, the price of housing in Chandler is growing faster than the rest of the country. According to research conducted by Apartment List, average overall rent prices have increased about 63% in Chandler over the past 5 years. That's double the national average increase of about 31%. And according to Redfin, the median home price in Chandler has increased more than 17% over the past year. That compares to just over 11% nationally. Mayor Kevin Hartke says the city has worked to lower service costs and property taxes for residents to make those prices less painful. Still,
there's a need for housing, not just for our great Intel employees, but across the spectrum, and we're seeing what we can do to help that.
According to New Albany's strategic plan, the city adds about 100 new housing units a year as its population grows. The plan outlined recommendations to build smaller housing units in New Albany, such as townhouses, flats, and mixed-use developments. It is worth noting, though, that the strategic plan was released in 2020, before Intel chose to build a factory in New Albany. The city says it is taking part in a regional study to look into Intel's effect on things like housing. Local for you, Jamie Ostroff, NBC4.